Hello. So, a while back I made a video about how to sludge mine. But I didn't really give an in-depth tutorial to it. So, in this video, Blems, get my custom skin, so tough. Well, me or Blems will teach you how to start gemstone powder mining. Now, this won't be the best guide, and I don't have the best rates, but I do know what I'm talking about. So first off, to even start gemstone powder mining, you will need Hot 3. And if you see here, you'll be able to access the crystal hollows. Now, this is not a guide to get into the crystal hall. You need tier 4. You need Hottom 4 to get into the crystal hollows. But you will need tier 6 at the minimum and tier 7 recommended to start gemstone powder mining. This is because of the Great Explorer perk. You 100% need this perk in order to start gemstone powder mining. If you don't have this perk, then I don't know what to tell you. And once you reach Hottom 4, you do want to be doing commissions in the crystal hollows so that you get some of the info down. Okay, so for the Hottom tree, you'll want as 2 insta-mine. You'll need around 1,400, 900 hard mining speed. So that's why I recommend level 7, because there are 2 perks that will help. First of all, powder bow. It essentially gives you 50% more powder from any source. And mining speed. This mining speed scales incredibly quick. And you'll need around 18, which will cost just shy of 30,000 gemstone powder. The Great Explorer perk costs $1 million, so do keep that in mind. But it'll get exponentially easier the more levels you get on this. You just gotta stick with it. So let's go over my tree. First of all, you want these 3 perks. You don't need any of this. You need these 3 perks. I would recommend spending more into mining spread if you don't have maxed out movable powder for this. 100%. It's such a necessity to do this. Mining fortune is completely irrelevant. You want to balance out mining spread and mining speed. Next, you need the mole perk. The mole perk is one of the most important perks when mining hardstone, granting 400 mining speed. Without it, you're not. It's just gonna be like mining method. And I have crazy mining speed, which is why I got the green. Next, you need Great Explorer, as I already said, for the fastest rate, and you need powder buff. And if you don't have enough mining speedy mine. Now, I'm just gonna tell you some additional perks you can get to make more money. First of all is mining fortune. Mining fortune's a good perk if you have mining spread and efficient miner maxed out. Get efficient miner and mining speed first before mining fortune. Next is sky mall. It's just a useful perk that you don't have to level up. And fortune mine man, which is the same thing as mining fortune. And blockhead. Blockhead gives you mining fortune, block fortune, which is what we'll need to make the money. Right. Oh my god, I feel like I'm sorry. of sucks. I'm kind of trash at the game. But all you need is mithril. You don't even need equipment for this. You don't even need Where is it? Yo, it's over. Yeah, but you don't even need equipment for this. If you do want like anything, you can get a mithril cloak. The mithril equipment. That's 100% not necessary though. You do not need that. But these next two sets are the most important parts. First is a jungle pickaxe. You will 100% need a jungle pickaxe because it's half the reason why you're making money. Now, if you're a bit more on the more rich side, I don't know how, but if you're on the more rich side, you can get Fleet, which gives you 60 mining spread when you mine blocks, which essentially just makes Hearthstone mining even faster. And the next thing you need is mineral armor, or glossy mineral armor. I don't really recommend glossy if you're on a price budget, but glossy prices have crashed recently. Mineral armor, I think instead of giving, what does this give? Instead of giving 600, it only gives 400, and it doesn't give any of the block fortune. So if you do want to get into sludge mining, I 100% recommend this. And the last thing I recommend is an armadillo pet. Now, you must, and I mean must, if you want to buy an armadillo pet, you must buy a legendary one for 1 mil. This is because of the long claws ability, which is exclusive to the legendary armadillo. It guarantees you at a maximum 300 mining spread while mining Hearthstone. Now, that doesn't sound like a lot, but 300 mining spread is a lot. Okay, I sound really repetitive. Lastly, you don't need this, but like you can if you want to boost your rates by a lot. You want a separate drill for powder. See, this isn't the best drill. You could obviously get a Jasper drill. That's out of my price range when I bought this though. And a Jasper drill gives 20%. This only gives 15% gemstone powder. But a non-negotiable thing is a spicy goblin omelet module. Earns 20+%. I don't know what the exact percentage is, but I know that's a crazy good boost. And that's a crazy good boost if you need gemstone powder. Now, I'm just going to do a quick 5-minute test. Actually, let me show you what you need to get. So first of all, this is wanted to, you could make way more money by sludge mining into coal veins and then coal mining. But obviously, we're not that elite. And I just wanted to mention one more thing before we calculate the profits and I show you how to actually turn this into money. Scava pets are really good for this. As you see, their burrowing perk means 30% chance to find treasure chests while mining. And I was using a bow pet, which gave me mining fortune, but it also counteracts the extra 200 mining spread that I gain from my glossy mineral chest. You guys will be getting 100 more from your armadillos, and it just so in all, let me just show my stats. I'm getting 2659 mining speed, 300 mining spread, well, plus like 400 or 300 from the perks, so like 700, I don't know. And 617 mining fortune and 315 block fortune. 617 is garbage. Now, if you want to, you could use your drill when you mine the coal. I started doing that later. Let's start calculating. And stick around for this, because I'm going to show you how to turn every item into the best profit margin. So, coal, first of all, is pretty easy. You want to turn it into sulfuric coal, so you can do /recipe coal. And look for sulfuric coal without the chili peppers. And you can look at this super craft and you can see how much you can make. So I can make 19, so that means I need 19 sulfur. But first you can sell your stash. How do you even make 8? Yeah, okay. Spelling is hard. Spelling is hard. Was it 19? I forgot. Now, if you don't have a rank, you have to make this by yourself, but I have a rank, so not to like put it in your face, but like, yeah. So now if you want to sell off for it, or you can insta sell it, but 429k is better. Now the sludge is where it gets tricky. You want to calculate how much sludge you have. Some people have mods. I don't have that mod. So 64, 128, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 8 stacks exactly times 64 is 512 sludge. Now, if we just sold the sludge normally, we would get 609k. But there is a different method that we can use called gemstone mixtures. Now, this is going to be more calculations. So, if we're getting 512 sludge times 12 to find the hourly rate, which is 6,144 sludge in total per hour. Now, every gemstone mixture is 320 sludge. So we can make 19.2 gemstone mixtures. And I just want to note that the amount of gemstone mixtures you can make is limited. So just sludge mine for an hour maybe, and then hop off it. So you're making 19 million just from mixtures alone. But there is a factor called raw material cost. You need 4 per. So I'm just gonna show you. So 90k, 100k. So we're at 280 right now. And let's take a little loan. 280. And so it's around 360-ish for all of it. So 19 times 360 is equal to 6 million. Around 7 million coins. So you're only making 12 million out from the gemstone mixture. And finally, here is where everything wraps up. We just sell all our extra items. Oh shoot. So that is how you make money. So if the sulfuric coal is around 400k, let's just say like 200, 300k, including all the extra prices we spend to eating into that, and the cost of a gemstone mixture is around 1.1 mil. So 1.1 mil plus 300 times 12 is equal to around 16.8 mil an hour. So, in all, I'd say that this method makes around 16 mil an hour and gives you 1.5 mil gemstone powder an hour. Now, final notes before the video ends. I just want to say that you're aiming for around 16 mil to 17 mil gemstone powder because you want to start coal mining as soon as possible. Or I want to. You don't have to start coal mining. It depends on your ping. But you will always need around 16 mil gemstone powder. Alright, that's the end of the video. I hope you have a good holiday. And Blums out.